Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz. The Rampart Rams started Week 8, tied for 11th in the wild card points. The Liberty Lancers still searching for their first conference win. For more on the Rams and Lancers, we join Jason Carter in our Blitzplex. Good evening, Jason.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. This is a tale of two teams with exact opposite records. Rampart sits at 5-2, Liberty at 2-5. To District 20 Stadium we go. Rampart already with a 27-14 lead halfway through the second quarter, when Joey Williams gets a beat on this Liberty pass and picks it off for the Rams. The very next play, Parker Humphrey, he's looking for it all. Donovan Oldham with the great catch as he's fallen to the ground. Check it out again in slow-mo. Oldham goes up with one hand, tips it back to himself, corrals it as he's hitting the ground. It's 34-14 Rampart. The Liberty defense doing their best to hold on. Ben Correa would eventually run down the quarterback in the backfield, but in the end, it's all about the Rams, who go on to win 48-21. Up the Highway 25 to Dawn Breeze Stadium, Woodland Park, and Lewis Palmer. The Panthers coming off a big loss to #1 Discovery Canyon, while Lewis Palmer a big win over Mitchell. Panthers strike first. Dominic Roscom bounces it to the outside, walks in nearly untouched for the score. That started a great sequence for Lewis Palmer's Morgan Bailey. First here, he blocks the PAT, and then on the ensuing kickoff, those ensuing kickoffs, you got to watch out for those. Bailey breaks a couple of tackles, then brings it all the way back across the field, and he is gone. The kickoff return for a touchdown, and just like that, the Rangers have a 7-6 lead, and they would go on to earn the 50-25 victory over the Panthers. Now that last sequence for Bailey, about as good as it gets for a player. Got anything that can top that, Rob?
Oh, that Donovan Oldham catch tonight, that touchdown grab, that's the second time he's done that this season. He did that, I believe,
Play of the year worthy, definitely.
Yeah, earlier this year against Palmer at Gary Berry Stadium. Mesa Ridge and Sand Creek, they met up at the Scorpion Pit tonight. By the way, a great name for a stadium. Both schools are trying to crawl their way back up the Foothills Conference. To the Scorpion Pit we go. First drive, Carlos Logan for the Grizz. Going to hit that hole hard, and he's going to pick up 10. Next play, why not? Logan again, this time a dozen. But the drive would stall, and the Grizzlies, they were forced to punt. The ball sat between the legs of the punter. Sand Creek would have great field position. It would lead to a Daniel Quinn touchdown. Last reported, Sand Creek was leading this one in the first half. Coronado and Pueblo West, first half action. Devin Baker, he is the touchdown maker. Here's why. Goes down the field. Junior York behind the defense. That's an easy 6 for the Cougars. P-Dub on offense. Dean Thompson going to connect with Travis Myers. Little slant route there. Then Thompson showing off his arm. Right on the money to Shane Larson. Coronado, though, would win tonight 19-13. TCA and Pueblo East, we begin in the second half. And the Eagles, they kick it off. Nick DeRay, he's going to field it, and he's met by Jeremiah Arellano. In the East, they had a good night offensively. Daniel Martin going to find Kevin Riberich in the back corner of the end zone. East, they pitch a shutout. They win 41-0. Trinidad, they made the trek to Manitou Springs tonight, third quarter. Ryan Adams check. I hate when TV people say this, but check this out. Nice ball here to Bryce Coop. Oh, Coop, touchdown. Manitou takes a 21-14 lead. Trinidad on the move. Vance Ferraro over the middle to Brandon Aragon. Mustangs, they would win tonight by a score of 21-20. Stay with us. Coming up on the Blitz, find out who had the most school spirit this week.